It's no wonder that moving to Australia is a popular choice among expats. But do you have no idea where to live in Australia? Well, we have put together a list of great destinations for expats based on factors such as cost of living, the availability of schools and universities, employment opportunities, and things to do. Check out the video to know which places made our list. Number 1. Sydney. With its blue harbour and famous opera house, Sydney is Australia's most iconic city. Many visitors decide to make it their home. If you want to be an expat in a global centre, Sydney is for you. Sydney's good public transport system makes the city easy to get around, and the city has every type of job from work for a year or two on a working holiday visa to a specialized career. People hiring for those jobs are very friendly to expats. Many of them are expats too. With almost 5 million residents, Sydney is by far Australia's biggest city and home to some of its most iconic sites. Sydney is a major player on the world stage, which has an undeniable effect on the cost of living here. Real estate prices are on a par with New York, putting it up there with the most expensive cities in the world. Sydney's successful economy does mean that the employment prospects are good, with the financial services, communications technology, and creative industries all thriving. Melbourne. Melbourne is Australia's second largest city. It has all the amenities of Sydney but a very different atmosphere. For culture and creativity on a large scale, Melbourne is a great place to live in Australia. It has a cosmopolitan feel with lovely architecture, museums, and shopping. Its neighborhoods have unique boutiques, quirky cafes, and farmers markets, and its laneways are known for their cafe culture. Many fashion beauty brands are based here. That means Melbourne is the best place in Australia to work in fashion. The cost of living in Melbourne is high. It is still more affordable than living in Sydney. It spreads out widely into many suburbs, so you can have a quiet life with the benefits of a big city nearby. Perth. Perth is an easygoing but cosmopolitan city of Australia's west coast. With gorgeous city parks, a booming economy, and warm weather all year round, life in Perth is sweet. The job outlook is particularly good in the mining industries, tourism, healthcare, and technology. Families are drawn to the good schools in neighborhoods like Victoria Park and Applewood, while others may prefer the cultural attractions and restaurants of Bohemian along Perth's south coast. Perth weekends are time for beaches, barbecues, and beer. Its blue waters are full of yachts and small craft. Perth is also a major center for mining oil and gas industries, so many Perth residents fly in to remote mining jobs in the outback. Then they fly out to Perth for breaks at home. Park and nature reserves outflow with Aussie plants and animals. You can also visit the other towns of the west coast on weekends or day trips. All of this makes Perth great for those who want an outdoors, casual lifestyle. Perth is great both for family life and as a base for work in the outback. Brisbane. As Australia's third largest city, Brisbane offers all the excitement of living in a thriving city, but it's way more affordable than Sydney and Melbourne. While the urban centre of Brisbane is all shiny skyscrapers, the city is also ideally placed for getting into nature. Brisbane residents are an active bunch and love to enjoy their beautiful river, whether they are jogging alongside it or sailing in it. The rest of the Sunshine State's delights are within easy reach, with the Gold Coast and the Great Barrier Reef among the highlights. Brisbane's economy is blooming, with workers in hospitality, health, manufacturing, and tourism. the most in demand. Away from the thriving urban heart of Brisbane, you'll find relaxed suburbs and beautiful landscapes. Adelaide. Adelaide in South Australia is known as the Garden City. It is designed around central gardens and greenbelt. Adelaide's suburbs are green, too, spreading out the downtown. As the capital of South Australia, it has all the urban amenities. It has a warm climate, lovely beaches, and verdant urban spaces. It also has lower costs of living. Expats looking for peaceful family life will find it here. Even the central city has quite atmosphere. Good and gentle living is the rule of Adelaide. Enjoy the art festivals, live music, and dining out. It's easy to get out of town for some rural fun too. South Australia is home to Australia's best wine region, the Barossa Valley. Canberra. Australia's inland capital, Canberra, has a sophisticated atmosphere that really comes alive when the country's parliament assembles. Although it is the nation's capital, Canberra has fewer than 400,000 residents, giving it an almost small town charm with its pretty tree-lined streets. Real estate is perhaps surprisingly some of the most affordable in the country, and average house prices almost $100,000 AUD, below the national average at around $480,000 AUD. Residents love Canberra's lakes, architecture, and cultural events. Its cafe culture is thriving too. The high rate of employment means you'll have money to spend enjoying the area, and Canberra's civic spirit shone in 2021 when the area became the world's most vaccinated city against COVID-19. Canberra is excellent for migrants with university degrees. You'll have opportunities in government and related businesses. Canberra's international airport keeps the world within the reach.